the night I almost lost everything. I never thought that one day I'd find myself entangled in a crime so dark, so twisted, that I still have nightmares about it. To this day, I don't know how I got so lucky, or how close I was to losing everything. It all started in the late 90s. I was in my late 20s working in the jewelry business in Geneva, Switzerland. I had just gotten married and life seemed perfect. My wife and I were saving for a house, and we were trying to be smart with our money. That's when he came into the picture. Everyone in our circle knew about him, Karl Gasser, or as people called him, Goldfinger. He was the talk of the town, a charismatic Swiss jeweler with a Midas touch. Anything he invested in seemed to turn to gold, and he was offering these incredible returns if you invested in his gold deals. People said he had some sort of special connections in the gold market, secret sources, maybe even a deal with the Swiss government. The man seemed like a genius. My wife, Elise, was the cautious one, but I was dazzled by the possibilities. I figured, what could go wrong? I started small, investing just a few $1,000, and it worked. My money grew just like he promised. That's when I got greedy. I went all in, my savings, my wife's inheritance from her late father, all of it. We were talking about 150,000 francs. I figured we'd be able to buy the house of our dreams in a year. For a while, everything seemed fine. Goldfinger even invited me to one of his private parties at his villa. It was luxurious, filled with people who had also made fortunes off of his schemes. I felt like I had arrived. But then, things started to change. One night I was walking home after work when I saw Karl leaving a cafe. He looked different, twitchy, nervous. I thought maybe he was just stressed, but something about the way he was glancing over his shoulder gave me an uneasy feeling. Then I noticed the man following him. He wasn't trying to hide it either. He walked with a purpose, his eyes locked on Karl. At that moment, I felt this knot of fear tighten in my chest. The next morning I went to check on my investment, just a routine thing, but the account was frozen. Panic set in. I tried calling Karl. Nothing. I went to his office. Empty. It was as if he had vanished overnight. That's when the rumours started to spread. Karl wasn't a genius. He was a con artist. Elise and I were frantic. We had lost everything. Worse, people started talking about strange disappearances. People who had confronted Karl about their lost money. A couple had gone missing just 2 weeks before he vanished. And then a body was found in Lake Geneva. I'll never forget that day. The police came knocking on my door, asking if I had seen Karl recently. They showed me a picture of the man from the cafe. He was found dead, beaten beyond recognition. Turns out he was an investor too, someone who'd lost more than he could handle. The police were trying to piece it all together, but Karl was gone, and so was the money. To this day, no one knows what really happened to him. Some say he faked his death and escaped to South America. Others think the mafia got him. But there are whispers, dark ones, that say Karl didn't just disappear. They say he was taken by something far worse. I still get chills when I think about it. My wife and I almost lost everything. Sometimes I lie awake at night wondering how close I came to being another name on that list, another victim of Karl's greed. And every now and then I dream of him, standing there at his villa, gold rings glinting in the light, smiling that too perfect smile. But in the dream, his eyes are dark, hollow, and full of something I can't quite explain. Something that feels like terror. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe for more true crime horror stories. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload from HollowNightFear.